What's up, everyone? Aaron Nagler here, CheeseheadTV, reminding you to mute your computer that is monitoring things. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to CheeseheadTV Live Packers Trivia on the YouTube channel. Every single day, we're doing it. It's back. I saw someone said they missed the last couple episodes. How dare you? How dare you show up here after having missed the last few episodes? I kid, of course. For anybody who hasn't played before, here's a quick rundown on how things work. I'm going to give you 10 questions. Each question will have 4 possible answers. Just hashtag the answer. Make sure you hashtag whatever answer it is. You only need to hashtag the first word if there's more than one word. So if the answer is Brett Favre, just need hashtag Brett. After every answer, we'll see the 5 fastest correct answers. Speed is key, but obviously so is getting it right. Every once in a while, we'll look at the top 10 leaderboard to see the 10 best people throughout the day. And then at the end of the day, we'll crown a champion who gets bragging rights for 24 hours. That's pretty much how it works. So without further ado, let's get right into the first question of the day, which is, the Packers last selected a wide receiver in the first round of which year? When was the last year the Packers selected a wide receiver in the first round? Was it 2015, 2002, 1997, or 2005? Remember to use those hashtags. Hashtag 2015, 2002, 1997, or 2005. When was the last year the Packers selected a wide receiver in the first round? Oh yeah, here we go. Let's do it, people. Tom Grassi, I see you, brother. I appreciate that answer. I appreciate you. The right answer, of course, is 2002. The Packers have not selected a wide receiver in the first round of the NFL draft since 2002 when they selected Javon Walker out of Florida State. All right, Joe, give me the top 5. Who knew what and when did they know it? Jared Gregg starting us off. Brandy Lewis at 2. Riley Pence, Marty Kaufman, and Brenton. I see you, Brenton, starting off strong today. That's what I'm talking about. Let's move on to question number 2. Who was the final pick in the Packers 2010 draft? Aaron Ripkowski, C.J. Wilson, James Starks, or Marshall Newhouse? Aaron Ripkowski, C.J. Wilson, James Starks, or Marshall Newhouse. Remember, you only need to hashtag that first word. In the case of C.J. Wilson, just hashtag C.J. is all you need. Who was the final pick in the Packers 2010 draft? Aaron Ripkowski, C.J. Wilson, James Starks, or Marshall Newhouse? Who was it, folks? Bella, it's okay. Keep it up. The correct answer, of course, is C.J. Wilson. C.J. Wilson was the last pick for the Packers in the 2010 draft when he was selected in the 7th round, 230th overall. He became the first player ever drafted by the Packers out of East Carolina University. Wilson was a starter in the 31-25 victory over the Pittsburgh Steelers in the Super Bowl. Super Bowl. All right, who knew what? When did they know it? Give it to me. Lex and Nova, what's going on? Nick Falk, Jack, Brenton, and Joey the Jaguar at 5. All right, let's move on to question number 3. In the famous Snowball of 1985, the Packers won 21-0. How many more total yards did the Packers have than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in that game? 120, 512, 447, or 74? In the famous Snowball of 1985, Packers won 21-0 over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. How many more total yards did the Packers have than the Bucs? Oh, am I a question ahead? Oh, no. Oh, I skipped one. Oh, Joe. Nope. Let's stick right here. We'll stick with the Edgar Bennett question. I don't know why that happened in my script, but we're here now. In what round did the Packers select running back Edgar Bennett in the 1992 draft? 3rd, 4th, 7th, or 12th? In what round did the Packers select running back Edgar Bennett in the 1992 draft? 3rd, 4th, 7th, or 12th? Hashtags. Sorry about that, folks. I'm all over the map. In what round did the Packers select running back Edgar Bennett in the 1992 draft? 3rd, 4th, 7th, or 12th? Remember to use those hashtags, folks. Got to do it, or else no one will care, especially the computer. The computer knows all. Look, it already told me I was telling the wrong question. Computer keeps us all in line. The right answer, of course, is the fourth. The Packers selected Edgar Bennett in the fourth round using the 103rd overall pick on the Florida State product. Bennett started his Packers career as a fullback, but eventually became the starting running back in 1995. As both a fullback and a running back, Bennett excelled as a receiver, leading the Packers in receptions. He was a coach on Mike McCarthy's staff for many years before moving on to John Gruden's staff in Oakland. All right, who knew what? When did they know it? When it came to Edgar Bennett. Brandy, of course. Joseph M. Big B. Brenton. Strong start today, Brenton. And Ricardo at 5. Let's take a look at our first top 10 leaderboard after 3 questions. Well, how's that leaderboard looking today? Brenton, I told you starting strong. Big B at 2, though. Big B said he felt good today. He's showing up early. Lex and Nova, Jack, Nick Falk round out our top 5. Looking good. That's a good-looking group. All right, let's move on to the question I was asking before when I jumped the gun. In the famous Snowball of 1985, the Packers won 21-0. How many more total yards did the Packers have than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in that contest? 120, 512, 447, or 74? The famous Snowball of 1985, the Packers won 21-0. How many more total yards over the Bucs did the Packers have in that contest? 120, 512, 447, or 74? Don't forget your hashtags. The right answer, of course, is 447. The Packers gained 447 more yards than the Bucs that afternoon. About 2/3 of the stadium was empty, 12 inches of snow fell before the game, and another 4 to 5 inches fell during the game. I remember sitting in my flannel pajamas, cross-legged on the floor, watching with glee. All right, who knew what? When did they know it? With 447. Marty Kaufman knew what was up. Nick Falk, Brenton, continuing his strong tear. Start off this Thursday edition of Packers Trivia. Joey the Jaguar and Jared Gregg. All right, let's move on to the next question, which is, who holds the Packers record for most consecutive punts without having one blocked? Craig Hentrick, Josh Bidwell, Donnie Anderson, or Tim Masthay, the Ginger Wolverine himself? Who holds the Packers record for most consecutive punts without having one blocked? Hashtag Craig, Josh, Donnie, or Tim. For Craig Hentrick, Josh Bidwell, Donnie Anderson, or Tim Masthay. Who holds the Packers record for most consecutive punts without having one blocked? Don't forget to use those hashtags, folks. What you got? Answers all over the map, as I knew they would be. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. The correct answer is Josh Bidwell. From 2000 to 2003, Josh Bidwell punted 308 times without being blocked. Unfortunately, the Falcons ended that streak in a playoff game, but Bidwell still holds the record. The next closest name on this list is David Beverly, who went 274 punts without a block back in the late 70s. Josh Bidwell is your correct answer. Who knew what, and when did they know it? Lex and Nova, Riley Pence, Jambone. Sounds like something out of a Michael Jackson song. Jambone, Joseph M, and Boyan G. Boyan, good to see you making the top 5 there. Let's take a look at the leaderboard halfway through the contest, shall we? See what top 10 looks like. Brenton still fending off Big B for that top spot. But as we know, ladies and gentlemen, as things continue on, shakeups tend to happen. So we'll see. Joy the Jaguar making a move up there in the top 5 now. Lex and Nova back at 7. Brandy Lewis sliding to 9. Let's go, people. Time to right the ship. Get up in that top 5. Next question. Who holds the Packers record for most receiving yards in a single game? Is it Jordy Nelson, Don Hutson, James Lofton, or Billy Houghton? Who holds the Packers record for most receiving yards in a game? Jordy, Don, James, or Billy? Those are your hashtags. Who holds the Packers record for most receiving yards in a game? Jordy Nelson, Don Hutson, James Lofton, or Billy Houghton? Let's see who knows what. A reminder for everybody who says, oh, I was first, or I was before this guy, or I was after that guy. What appears on your YouTube screen means absolutely nothing because everybody has different internet speeds and everything arrives on your screen differently than it actually touches the API in the computer at LiveX. And that, my friends, is all that matters. So just because you see your answer first means absolutely nothing. The correct answer is, of course, Billy Houghton. Houghton etched his name in the record books with a 257-yard performance on 7 receptions against the Los Angeles Rams back in 1956. Houghton also was the first player to catch a touchdown pass at what is now Lambeau Field. Billy Houghton, not often brought up in many of the conversations about great Packers wide receivers, but he certainly belongs in that conversation. All right, who knew what? When did they know it? Give it to me. Nick Falk knew what was up. Joey the Jaguar, very strong. DP Napes, haven't seen you in a long time, buddy. Sebastian and Steve Grover. All right, let's keep moving to question number 7, which is, of course, who was the Packers' first Monday Night Football opponent? The Giants, the Lions, the Chargers, or the Broncos? Who was the Packers' first Monday Night Football opponent? Giants, Lions, Chargers, or Broncos? Remember, hashtag those answers, people, or no one will care. You will die alone, and you will rue my name in your grave going, Aaron, why didn't you remind me to use a hashtag? So here it is, your reminder. Use a hashtag when you answer. Oh, yeah. Answers all over the map, as they tend to be. Can't say I'm surprised. This is ancient history. This is before Joey the Jaguar was a gleam in his daddy's eye. The correct answer, of course, is the Chargers. The Packers' very first Monday Night Football appearance came on October 12th, 1970, in San Diego, where they took on the Chargers. The Packers won the game, 22-20. A game in which the green and gold led most of the way. The Packers found themselves having to come from behind in the late stages to pull out the win. The contest was highlighted by a pair of third-quarter Bart Starr touchdown passes. Yes, Bart freaking Starr was playing on Monday Night Football in 1970. And a late Willie Wood interception set up a game-winning field goal. Who knew what? When did they know it, folks? Daz Clark knew what was up. Cyril, what's going on, buddy? Steve Grover, 2 top 5s in a row. DP Napes. Michael, I see you at 5. Let's take a look at that leaderboard with 3 questions remaining. See how the top 10 sits. Nick Falk taking over the top spot. Joey takes over 2. Brent drops to 3. Big B at 4. Things they're heating up. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. Next question. Who holds the Packers franchise record for most career kickoff returns for a touchdown? Desmond Howard, Robert Brooks, Dave Hampton, or Travis Williams? Who holds the Packers franchise record for most career kickoff returns for a touchdown? Desmond Howard, Robert Brooks, Dave Hampton, or Travis Williams? Remember, hashtag Desmond, Robert, Dave, or Travis. Those are the hashtags you need. Who holds the Packers franchise record for most career kickoff returns for a touchdown? Desmond Howard, Robert Brooks, Dave Hampton, or Travis Williams? Who is it, people? The correct answer, of course, is Travis Williams. Nicknamed the Roadrunner, Travis Williams was one of the most electrifying kickoff returners in pro football history. He played only 4 seasons with the Packers from 1967 to 1970. But his 5 career touchdowns on kickoff returns remains the Packers' record. Also, his 26.73 career average is second best all time to Dave Hampton. Also, his 41.06 kickoff return average in 1967 still stands as the NFL's single-season record. The man could return some kicks. Who knew what? When did they know it? Riley Pence knew what was up. Nick Falk, DP Nape, Steve Grover making a strong push here in the second half. And Brian Randolph. All right, we got 2 more questions to go. Let's go to the next question. With Ray Scooter McLean was the head coach for only 1 season in 1958. How many games did they win that year? 2, 5, 7, or 1? Ray Scooter McLean was the head coach for only 1 season in 1958. How many games did the Packers win that year? 2, 5, 7, or 1? Remember those hashtags, folks. Hashtag 2571. One of those numbers is the correct answer, but no one cares if you don't use the hashtag. Gots to use the hashtag. Oh, I love it. Hashtag, folks, Ray Scooter McLean. Oh, glory days, no doubt. And of course, the correct answer is 1. McLean was elevated to head coach for the 1958 season, but with only a 1-year contract. Unfortunately, the team bottomed out under his leadership, which included players deciding how they should discipline themselves. It's a true story. The Packers finished the season with a franchise-worst 1-10-1 record, with a roster laden with future All-Pro and Hall of Fame players. McLean resigned days after the conclusion of the season, which opened the way for the hiring of Vince Lombardi. Good times. Good times. All right, folks, let's take a look at who knew what, when did they know it for question number 9. Joey the Jaguar knew what was up. Brenton coming back strong. Nick Falk. Tom, I see you at 5. Let's take a look at the top 10 leaderboard heading into the final question of the day. Nick Falk, 2 correct answers ahead of the field. Joey the Jaguar, Brenton Randolph, Big B, Joseph, Steve sitting there at 7. Good-looking group. Marty rounds us off at 10. Looking good, folks. All right. Barring an absolute disaster here, I think Nick's going to win this one, but here we go. Final question. This is a tough one. Who is the Packers' Director of Retail Operations? Jenny Robertson, Teresa Pagel, Adam Dax, or Peggy Problisky? Who is the Packers' Director of Retail Operations? Jenny Robertson, Teresa Pagel, Adam Dax, or Peggy Problisky? Problisky, I'm guessing. Wisconsin names, man. I've been gone too long. Who is the Packers' Director of Retail Operations? Just need the hashtag Jenny, Teresa, Adam, or Peggy. That's what we need to know. Who is the Packers' Director of Retail Operations? That's right, we ask it all here. Ain't no nook or cranny too obscure for us to ask a question about on Packers Trivia here on Cheesehead TV. The right answer, of course, is Peggy. The Packers made Peggy Problisky the Director of Retail Operations in 2015. She oversees all retail business units, including the Packers Pro Shop, retail store in the Lambeau Field atrium, retail concessions, game day store, and e-commerce through the Packers Pro Shop. Peggy has been with the organization since 2004, when she began her Packers career in the Packers Pro Shop Customer Service Representative Call Center. That's right, she worked her way up from the call center to the head, the director, if you please, of retail operations. All right. Who knew their Director of Retail Operations trivia here on Cheesehead TV? Give it to me. Marty Kaufman knew what was up. Boyan G, Timo, Jambone, you're back. And Amar, of course Amar knew that one. All right, let's take a final look. Who is the champion for today, for Thursday? It's Nick Falk. Big B at 2. Joey the Jaguar at 3. Brenton at 4. Boyan G comes in at 5. Rounding out the top 10 is Jambone. Love saying the name. Where's Big Daddy Cool Breeze? That just reminded me. I love saying his name. Where's he been? We need to get Big Daddy Cool Breeze back up in here. Congratulations to Nick Falk on 24 hours of bragging rights. Thank you to everybody hanging out, having some fun, doing some live Packers trivia here on Cheesehead TV. Please do me a huge favor, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and then tell your friends and tell your family, Cheesehead TV, we're devoted to Green Bay Packers fans worldwide. I'll see you tomorrow. More trivia tomorrow. Have a good day.